Hey YouTube, what's going on? Welcome or welcome back, depending on if you've been here before. This is There Has to Be Something More. I'm your humble host, Scott Moore. Here we talk about our daily life as we travel for the next 4 or 5 years between Mexico and Argentina, currently in the beautiful mountains of Matagalpa, Nicaragua. So welcome. If you can see the beautiful mountains behind me, I'm out on my front porch enjoying the nice breezes of the evening. And it had been a while, been like a week since I've done a video, so I wanted to check in with everybody and just kind of let you know what was going on with us. So I guess the title for this video is going to be, how's your health? There was many reasons that we decided to go ahead and retire early and get out of the US and start traveling. One, it's just way cheaper to be out traveling than it is to be at home working. That's definitely one of the things. Everywhere we're going between Mexico and Argentina, there's really not a place that we're going that costs, every place is going to cost somewhere between 50% and 25% of what we were spending back in the US. So it's just really inexpensive to be out running around, having adventures, and not paying the astronomical prices in the US. So I don't know, on the last video we talked about suicide rates skyrocketing in the US, inflation going up and up and up, the upcoming recession that a lot of financial people are talking about. But today, just kind of wanted to focus on health. I really felt like the last year or two that we were in the States, it really felt, I think COVID had something to do with it, like working at home, day after day after day, but really did not, I kind of felt like my health was declining. And it was just, I don't know, so part of it was COVID, but the other part was just, working 8-10 hours a day, and I don't know, just it was getting to be too much, and really felt like my health was declining instead of getting better. Here it has been off the charts better, and I'll cover that in a little bit. But first of all, I wanted to say welcome back to Lydia. She's in taking a nap, or she might venture out and say hi. But yeah, Lydia had a little bit of some strange feeling in her heart, and she went to a few doctors here, got a couple different answers that she really wasn't satisfied with. Hadn't seen the girls for a while, so she thought, I'm just going to go back to the US for a little bit, get my heart checked out, check in with the family and come back. So she's back. She was over there for just about a month, I guess. And so the good news is nothing real serious with her heart. A little bit of fluid around the outside. They don't think that's a big deal. But besides that, one doctor here had put her on cholesterol and high blood pressure medicine. She had 3 or 4 different cardiologists look at her in the US, and they said, you absolutely do not need to be on blood pressure or high cholesterol medicine. So that's great news. I mean, Lydia's coming back, she can exercise, and although exercise has been a focus, I mean, if you've seen our videos, I've dropped about 35 pounds since we've been here, but now it's becoming even more of a focus, because it was a little bit of a scare for us, when Lydia started getting those kind of strange feelings. It was, we've got some really steep hills here in Matagalpa that we walk every day, and she was kind of huffing and puffing and struggling a little bit more than usual to get up those hills. I mean, it's always challenging, but so now it's like full on health is something that we are, is our #1 priority, because you can't have adventures, you can't go travel around if your health is bad. So, I had been doing strength training in the gym. The gyms here, for the most part, I mean, there's one that's kind of fancy. I didn't like too much. The rest of them pretty much are hardcore, lots of weights, which is what I like. So I've been in there doing strength training during the week. I'm on kind of an unusual program, but it's called high intensity training, and I love it. Love it. So I'm doing that 2 or 3 times a week. Now we're doing something. There's a lot of longevity doctors out there now, and they really preach VO2 max and training in zone 2, which is just, all of that means is doing a cardio workout, running, swimming, biking, whatever it is, elliptical machine, whatever, treadmill, but it's like staying in the zone where you can have a conversation with somebody, but you are huffing and puffing a little bit. If you get to the point where you can't have that conversation because you're breathing too hard, you need to slow down because you're getting out of zone 2, you're going up into like zone 3 or 4 or higher. So this is just, there's all kinds of longevity studies that have been done, and one of the huge important things is supposed to be very important to not only living longer, but having those years at the end be productive, fun years where you can get around and do things. A lot of it has to do with zone 2 training and getting your VO2 max up. So it's just really working on your cardiovascular system. So that's something new that we've started. We're going to the same gym. They have exercise bikes in there. So 2-3 days a week we're doing heavy strength training. We're taking 1 day off during the week, which is Saturday, because that's my watch football, watch mixed martial arts fights. So Saturday is like all me, no visitors, nothing. But besides that, we're either in the gym doing strength training or in the gym doing that cardio, the zone 2 training, watching what we eat. We've always watched what we eat pretty well. I mean, we're as guilty as anybody of eating some bad stuff every once in a while, but we are, watching, trying to improve a little bit. Lydia's kind of cut off the Coca-Colas, which is her huge downfall. Besides that, she really eats pretty well. So, health is a big thing. If you're back in the U.S., your health just doesn't feel good. I mean, I can tell you, we've been here since, I think I got here February 24th, 25th, something like that. My health is so much better. Weight's down, blood work is great, everything looks good. I mean, we're eating fresh fruits, fresh vegetables all the time. We don't drive, so we walk everywhere. The number of steps we're getting every day, I mean, even on our short walks, it's about a little under 3 miles, I think. So we do a lot of walking. Even when we're going to the grocery store, we're walking down the hill, we've got our backpacks with us on the way up. Those backpacks are full and heavy, and we're walking up the hills. So, if part of your thinking is, gee, I really wish I could retire, I would like to get out of here a little bit early, health is something that has really turned around since we've been here. We have, and it's not because let me step back. Do have friends and family who said, gee, aren't you bored? What do you do all day? You're not working. It's like, we are super busy. I don't remember ever being busy. Or even tonight, when I finish this video, we haven't started working on dinner yet. We haven't fed the dogs yet. Our veterinarian's coming over. I mean, it's always something. We're going to the bank. We're going to the grocery store. We're going to work out. We're coming home and doing laundry, cleaning the house. So we stay super busy. We're really enjoying life. We love it. The work stress is gone. My Social Security will start here in how many months now? July. I should get my first Social Security check, which that'll be nice. So everything's not coming out of pocket. But yeah, health is really, really much better since we've been gone. I just can't say enough about, and if you watch a lot of travel stories, not just moving to Nicaragua, but if you watch like a lot of expats talk about their, first couple years, first few years in the places where they go, especially if they're looking for walkable cities, like if they're in Cuenca, Ecuador, or Arequipa, Peru, or some of these different places where they've changed from driving everywhere in the U.S. to now they're walking and they're eating fresh fruits and vegetables, you will hear a lot of people say, man, I can't believe it, just out of the blue, I just dropped like 30, 40 pounds. It's not uncommon to hear that at all. You know, the other thing, and this is kind of a touchy subject, but you know, all of us have people in our lives, whether it's friends, family, just people we know, that kind of grind you down, and they're just, you know, it's never a pleasant thing dealing with them. And you know, sometimes you just have to cut those ties. And so, you know, a little bit of that's happened also. You know, it's like if somebody's just like, you know, getting you down, then just don't let them get you down anymore. Just don't be around them anymore. And, you know, so for us, when we're traveling around, we will just, you know, not contact those people anymore. So, you know, part of that's like a mental stress, that, you know, life should be fun, life should be adventurous, and that's what we hope the rest of our good years are going to be. Starting off here, and man, I can feel the beautiful breezes coming off those mountains. It is really nice tonight. I hope you all are having a great night, and thank you so much for tuning in. Please take a minute to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that like button. It really does help us out. Really, the number of subscriptions are the only analytical thing that I look at as far as YouTube. So, and share, pop us on your social media. You know, if anybody is interested in traveling abroad, retiring early, getting to Nicaragua to see what it's like here, it's only going to be, I was going to say 4 months, could even be 3 months before we are moving to Xela, Guatemala. So that'll be the next adventure. But I hope you all are having a wonderful night and a wonderful life. And thank you so much for following along on our adventures. And remember, if you're bored, you need an adventure, you need to go out and have some fun, you're tired of, you know, you don't want to sit in a rocking chair on your front porch in the U.S. for the rest of your days, there has to be something more.